What's going on, y'all? This is Mo from the ATW Podcast, and welcome to my 30 and 30 NBA preview. Starting us off at number 30, we have the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns had another losing season and another top lottery pick last year. And the Suns are now entering the fourth season of the Devin Booker era under new head coach Igor Kokoskov. Kokoskov, prior to this season, coached in Slovenia, but he does have NBA experience as he was an assistant coach on many staffs prior to heading over to Europe. Now, the thing is with the Suns is that even though they've added a few good pieces through the offseason, it won't help that they'll be without their star shooting guard in Devin Booker for the beginning of camp and also the start of the regular season, as Book had surgery on his right shooting hand and is expected to miss 6 weeks. This offseason, the Suns try to remain busy as their rebuild continues with key acquisitions, including first overall pick DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona. They also traded for sharpshooter Mikal Bridges in the draft, who's coming out of Villanova, the defending national champions. The Suns also signed free agent Trevor Ariza and acquired Ryan Anderson via trade, in which they gave up Brandon Knight and Marquise Chris over to Houston. Lastly, they also acquired Richaun Holmes, a high-energy big in free agency from Philadelphia. In my honest opinion, the addition of Ayton provides a much-needed scoring presence out of the low post that Phoenix has been missing for a long time. He seems like one of those generational talents out of that position, as he carries the ability to work both inside and out. I have had the chance to watch him in Arizona last season, and I did notice, however, that sometimes he doesn't always seem to impose his will on the defensive end, and that proved to be their downfall during the NCAA tournament. But having the luxury of a former defensive player of the year in Tyson Chandler should be able to help him out, keep him aggressive, and also very disciplined defensively. Adding guys like Trevor Ariza and Mikal Bridges gives them more shooting, which is always needed in a league that's going small. And it also gives them very versatile wings with length who will be able to guard in multiple positions. Now, the one thing that baffles me about this team is the amount of playable bigs that they have on the roster. They have guys like Ryan Anderson, DeAndre Ayton, Dragon Bender, Tyson Chandler, and Richaun Holmes all basically play the same position. Maybe only a couple guys can really spread the floor out of the guys that I just named. But having this many bigs will most likely result in either two things, in my opinion. Either the guys like Bender and like Holmes will get lost in the rotation unless we see significant improvements, or some of them will get released prior to the start of the season, because I don't think there's a need to have that many bodies at the same position. Ultimately, I can definitely tell you that the Suns will likely miss the playoffs again this season, as the West remains really strong, especially after LeBron joined the Lakers. But for this season to feel like a success, the Suns have to see major growth from guys like Josh Jackson and TJ Warren, or they both will be more likely to lose their places in the rotation. I also expect Devin Booker to make the leap to an all-star, as he definitely got paid like one over the summer. He got to that bag signing a 5-year, $158 million contract. Way to go, Book. But that would also depend on the way he comes off of this hand injury, which, like I stated before, is on his shooting hand. But comparing the way they're entering this season compared to the way they entered last season, they're looking a whole lot better. As y'all know, last season they entered with the whole drama of Eric Bledsoe's situation, and they ended up firing head coach Earl Watson. So we definitely should be seeing a whole lot more improvement out of this team during this upcoming season. And there you guys have it, number 30, the Phoenix Suns. Everybody be sure to keep an eye out, as I'll be releasing more previews just like this for each team leading up to the NBA season. So follow me on Twitter at MVO_32, on IG at IM_Mo3, and on SoundCloud, where you can listen to all these podcasts at After the Whistle. Thank you, guys.